Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDowell to Barkley on the check down. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year. That's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Hurts. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
fighting to stay upright. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Throwing on first down. McDowell over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. McDowell. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old. This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, McDowell. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Hey, thumbs up, alert. 73, 70.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This this one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
They go play action with Hurts.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. McDowell, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And he will find his man, Samuel. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. Too short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He finds his man complete. That's Cross. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly.
45 yards. On 1st down, Hurts.
Nice move at the 5. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
And he's got it. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone or eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready.
Looking to throw. McDowell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnston. Touchdown, Eagles. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, McDowell.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 3rd down, McDowell.
That is caught.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw again.
Back to the same target, Campbell.
Let's go.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you...
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
To throw on 2nd down, McDowell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
And the Giants First down.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Throwing is Hurts.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Ready?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Ready?
Off the play fake. McDowell.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McDowell. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Giants. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Giants 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Here's Hurts to throw.
Complete here. It's high. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Drill 52. Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
On 1st and 10, McDowell. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Racing to the end zone.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it down.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't